All right, welcome back, my dear students. In this lecture here, we're going to set up the environment to upload files into our server. Now, for us to do that, we need to do a couple things, all right? Well, first we need to define a function that is going to move the images for us. At the same time, we also need to create a directory, right? That will take those uploaded files there. We'll hold them there for us. That way we can pull out the information. And we also need to put this information in the database, right? So there's a couple things that we need to do, and it's gonna be pretty awesome. You're gonna love it. All right. So, but anyway, before we get into defining the function that's gonna do that for us, let's go and create a directory. All right, that will hold that information for us. Let's go to our ecom system, and in public and in admin we don't have a directory for uploads. All right, so let's go, and you know what, instead of having this public somewhere, I was thinking maybe we should have the images somewhere else. All right, um let's go have the images in resources. Why not? Right, instead of templates here, we'll just create another folder that is called uploads. There we go. All right, and now we'll put the images right here in this upload file directory. All right, I think this will be easy, and we'll keep it away from other people, right? All right, so now they will be able to see these pictures as long as we reference this directory in our path. All right, so we already have something set up to reference directories. um, Basically it's inside resources, and then we have the uploads right here. So let's go to config, and we already have a template back and template front constant. So we'll just copy one of these guys. There we go. And we'll just paste that information here and just rename this constant here, and we could say something like upload directory or upload folder, whatever you want to call it. You can even call it something shorter than that, upload directory. All right, copy that and put it right here. And now what we got to do is actually put the name of the directory here, uploads, save. All right, so I think that is really clean and nice, and it's gonna be easier for us to reference this anywhere. All right, so now let's go back to add product here, actually to the function, and now let's talk about how we are going to be moving this stuff here, right? This uh, upload files. So first of all, what we need to do is we need to define a function called move uploaded file, and here we'll have in the first parameter the file name, and here we'll have the destination, which will be that constant, all right, with the picture name, of course. So the file name right now, where the file is, all right, is in image. This is the first parameter right here, image temp location. All right, so the second thing that we need to do right here is add that constant. All right, so we copy this, come back here, and we add that upload directory. All right, and if we look at this, this is the upload directory, goes to uploads. Now in uploads we need like a forward slash there, right? So let's go back and let's use this ds to create a forward slash, and then all we do is product image. We'll put the product image right here. All right, and semicolon. Beautiful. All right, one thing that you got to make sure, if you are in a Mac, I want you to make sure of something. Right click on it, get info, and what you want to do is you want to go ahead and make sure that this file is writable. So what I did is I clicked here, just click and make it writable. All right, by everyone, that's fine. All right, that's fine. You can set your permissions later on in the server if you want. All right, so there are many different permissions online that you can look up, and you can just say, permissions for Linux server for image folders or image directory or something like that. All right. Usually 755 is a good permission. But anyway, that is another lecture. And I talk about that in my PHP for beginners. That's basic PHP when we're talking about for permissions and things like that. But anyway, actually, I think it's in my object-oriented programming course from PHP that I talk about permissions. All right. All right. But anyway, so now for Windows users, you don't have to worry about this. I think this is gonna be fine for you. It's not gonna give you any problems. If it does, just right-click, go to Properties, and change your permissions there. All right. You go to right-click, I believe, Properties, and then Edit Properties, or edit Security, something like that in Windows. All right, so once that's writable, then we can upload pictures. Anyway, on the next lecture, we'll try to see if we can move a picture or two, and then we'll go from there. All right, thank you so much for watching this lecture, and I'll see you in the next one.